Good evening, and welcome to Sporlitiks, where sports and politics mixed and mingle since 2011. That's 2011. What was that?
I don't know.
I heard something. That must have been Keith.
I don't know.
I'm Stacy Johnson. Joining me tonight is Keith, the constitutional conservative, Stephen, the independent thinker, and my cousin Todd. We have a full show for you tonight. Congratulations to the New York Knicks in winning the championship. I'm kind of sad that the Spurs lost. I didn't have a dog in the fight, but the Spurs were the underdogs. There is a manhunt right now after one person was dead in a shooting in a Wilmington, Delaware hospital. Stephen and NASCAR and FIFA. World Cup is here and going strong. The president has a $350 billion problem with the Iran agreement that has supposedly ended the war. And there are primaries going on right now in different states. We hope wherever you are and there is a primary that you are voting. That and more, if we can fit it up. First up, Stephen, I don't have a NASCAR video for you, but do you want to talk about NASCAR?
Oh, yeah. NASCAR, as it stands right now, is absolutely crazy. Denny
What's crazy
Hamlin,
about it?
it's the same people are winning. It's just ridiculous. I haven't seen anything like this since Richard Petty won almost every race all the time because he had better equipment and better whatever else that was behind him. That's the same thing they have in NASCAR right now. You have Denny Hamlin, who him and Michael Jordan own Tyler Reddick's team that has Bubba Wallace and a couple other people, but that's not relevant. But Tyler Reddick has won a bunch of races. Now Denny Hamlin has won 3 in a row, and it's absolutely ridiculous. And another thing is really weird is the pole has won, I think, half of the races so far this year, which is unprecedented. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything as dominant as Tyler Reddick and now Denny Hamlin. I've never seen anything so dominant because he, for the 2 races before, because I hadn't been on the show last week, 2 races before this last race that he won from the pole, he started on the pole, and in about 4 or 5 laps, he had a screw up. He had to go to the back of the field. The next race, he had to have some adjustments done and went to the back of the field before the race started. But from the pole, he won both of those races. Then he won this race. It's unheard of. It's unbelievable because the thing Richard Petty had was a different car, different setup, different thing than everybody else had. Everybody has the same setup now, but for some reason, Denny Hamlin or Tyler Reddick wins half of the races. So if you want to make some money, bet on either one of those to at least get a top 5. And Denny Hamlin has gotten multiple top 5s this year, and Tyler Reddick, it's ridiculous. It's Toyota. I don't know if maybe they have a head and shoulders over everybody else or what it is, but it's unprecedented. It's weird. It's something that is also good for the sport because it is so unbelievable, and that brings people around to say, well, let's see and let's take a look at what's going on here. This doesn't make any sense. It's like having a football team that wins a Super Bowl every year. It's bizarre, but it'll bring people around. But I don't have any speculation. I don't know what's going on. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. But this week they're going to San Diego for the 250-year celebration of the United States. They're doing it at a military base in San Diego, and they're doing a road course for the very first time. So SVG Shane Van Ginsburg, the guy who wins all of the road course races, bet on him to win, bet on him to get a top 3, top 5, whatever you want to do. But for some reason, he wins almost every road course. And he's just bizarre. Have you ever seen the Japanese racers when they do that thing when they work their car, whatever it's called? I can't even remember now. But they do this thing where nobody else can do what he does on a road course. So that's the guy that you want to pull for, root for, or bet on if you want to bet $1 if you have to.
Okay.
But that's what I do. I make small bets. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. But this Denny Hamlin, Tyler Reddick, Michael Jordan thing is absolutely bizarre. And you remember that during the offseason, they had a big lawsuit, and a lot of people have a lot of speculation going on about what's going on. And I have no concurrence of anything that could make any sense. I don't even know. I can't explain it. I can't explain NASCAR right now.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. I'm going to go to a story that Keith, you introduced me to and want to talk about. Let me play the clip and then you can discuss it, Keith.
June is Pride Month, and last Friday the Giants held their Pride Night at Oracle Park. But 3 of the team's pitchers created controversy by adding Bible verses to their Rainbow Pride caps. ABC 7 Eyewitness News reporter Cornell Bernard is live at the ballpark with strong reaction to this. Cornell.
Yeah, hey, Dan. The palms here at Oracle are decked out for Pride Month. Pride Night is supposed to be a celebration of inclusion here at Oracle, but it's now drawing a lot of backlash and intervention from Major League Baseball towards several players. Giants Pride Night at Oracle, an annual June fan event for the LGBTQ plus community. But for many, the event was marred when 3 Giants pitchers, Landon Roop, JT Brubaker, and Ryan Walker, was seen with the biblical verse, Genesis 9:12-16, written on their rainbow pride caps, which says the rainbow is a symbol of a covenant between God and all living creatures.
It defaced the pride rainbow with a Bible verse telling the LGBT community that they do not own the rainbow, that God owns the rainbow.
Sid Ziegler, co-founder of Outsports, calls the Pride Night display disgraceful.
If I were a Giants fan, I would never attend a game again.
In a statement, the Giants were telling ABC 7 Eyewitness News, the San Francisco Giants are proud to support Pride Night and the LGBTQ plus community. We also respect that individuals may make personal choices about participating in team activations. We understand that the choices by individual players has caused pain and anger to many in the LGBTQ plus community, and we're sorry for that. Those choices do not change our organization's commitment to inclusion, belonging, and creating a welcoming environment for all. For Ziegler, the statement falls short.
For the Giants to take no responsibility and essentially stand by their players is gross.
It was disheartening.
SF Pride Executive Director Suzanne Ford had this to say.
I work for San Francisco Pride, and I think if I espouse beliefs that weren't inclusive, my board of directors would have a problem with that. And I think the same thing goes with these Giants players. They work for the San Francisco Giants.
Landon Roop told the Mercury News he meant no hate at all. It's what he stands for as a believer in God. Major League Baseball is now involved, issuing a warning to the players. In a statement to Outsports, a spokesperson says the writing on the cap violates our rules and consistent with normal practice, we have warned the players about future violations. Pitcher Sam Hench not to wear a pride cap at all, wearing a regular cap instead. The LGBTQ community says more to come on this incident. We're live in San Francisco at Oracle. Cornell Bernard, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Keith.
These guys, it sounds to me like they're pretty picky. I mean, and I think maybe Stephen will agree with me on this one at least, because I don't understand what the offense is. It's not like they're saying they didn't go to the New Testament and say that God is against homosexuality or God condemns homosexuality. It's not that at all. They didn't say that. the Genesis recording or the Genesis account says that God owns the rainbow. I mean, what's wrong with that? He created all things for his, and I are they that hateful against God? They are, you know what I mean? It's and they talk about inclusiveness. You won't include God, but you want to include everything else. I don't know, Stephen. What do you say?
Keith, I agree with you 100%. If these guys want to make their own points, they should be able to make their own points without being beat down for it, like Jesus was beat down for his own truth. That's what they believe. That's the truth that they believe. And why should they have to submit themselves to something they don't believe in? That's something that is demonic. That's something that is not cool. That's something that goes against the teachings of God. That goes against the teachings of nature. I mean, it's Mother Nature that says that you can look at it in all kinds of animals where nature says a man and a woman, a female and a male. It just doesn't stop that way. But what they're doing is absolutely demonic with the transgenderism, with homosexuality. It's demonic and it's destroying the country the same way that the people in charge of our country has done with every other country in the past that ruined those countries as well. It's completely demonic. It's not in the good graces of God. And that's what it's about. I'm not putting anybody down. Anybody can do whatever they want, but to force other people to follow your agenda, or you will be cast out, or you'll be destroyed, is wrong, and it's evil, and it's demonic. It's what it is. It's just what it is. And I have friends that do everything. I don't judge anybody for anything they do, but don't make me support what you do on a month, in a whole month. I don't want to have to support you, because that's not my deal. I believe in my Savior. I believe in the God Almighty, and nothing's going to change that. Don't force me. And just because I play for the San Francisco Giants doesn't mean that I can't have a Bible verse on my hat. And if anything happens to those people, because we live in a really weird billionaire-owned baseball teams, that we live in a weird time, that these people have to be castigated and put down, or maybe shoved out of their livelihoods because they believe in God. It's not right. And Keith, you're right. If it's inclusive, it should be inclusive for everyone. And everybody that's against what they did is completely evil.
Okay.
Yeah, and why would the baseball, I don't know if the baseball, whatever the team itself, the commission or the leaders there, and why would they persecute the players for making their statement? I mean, that's just not fair.
Because they're part of an evil organization that they're all a part. They're on a different level than we are.
Now, let me say this. Stephen and Keith, these are your personal opinions. Your personal opinions.
It's God's
They're
opinion.
not opinions of this particular show. These are your personal opinions, and that's how you feel about it.
God said it. I believe it.
It doesn't mean it's the truth. But
It is the truth.
That's what Keith wanted you all to do and say.
Well, hey, Stacey.
He wanted you to say that. That's why he wanted to talk about on the show, and that's why he wanted to ask you.
Hey, Keith doesn't know what I'm going to say about any subject.
Even though you now don't agree with each other politically, sports-wise, you want to find some commonality.
Well, let me just read to you the actual scripture that they wrote on their hat. Okay, so that's Genesis 9, I guess 12 through 14, I guess. It says here, then God said, I'm giving you a sign of my covenant with you and with all living creatures for all generations to come. All generations to come. I have placed my rainbow in the clouds. It is the sign of my covenant with you and with all the earth. When I send clouds over the earth, the rainbow will appear in the clouds, and I will remember my covenant with you and with all living creatures. Never again will the floodwaters destroy all life. How is that not inclusive? I mean, how is that offensive against gays?
It's not.
Yeah. How is that I just read?
They want to be offended. They want to be extra special,
Well,
and
no,
they don't deserve to be
not
extra
what they said.
special.
That's not what they said. So let's not say that that's not what they said. But let's move on, because that's something
Oh
that
boy,
you all
people
have.
are just demented, man. That's crazy.
That's you all's
That's insane, is what it is.
thing that you got going
Anyway,
on. Yeah, let me share my
see,
screen.
I knew Stephen. See, Stephen is a man of reason. He does, even if we disagree on certain political issues, Stephen is he's a man of reason. I know that.
I have
Alrighty.
not wavered.
I wish I'd heard Todd though. I want to know what Todd thinks. Anyway. And they tear up the city.
The NBA Finals for the first time in 50 years. Like, this is
Are these
insane.
the people that tear up the city?
Like, I don't know how else to describe it.
Oh my God, it was amazing. Brunson, oh my goodness. It's everyone, all of the players, they were so awesome. We did it, we hung in there, and we put it home, baby, New York! New York!
The city has been electric in a way that only New York City can be. Tonight, we're all neighbors. We're all celebrating the Knicks. There's no politics. We're just New Yorkers.
All right.
No politics, huh? They tear up the city.
Yeah, they're possessed. These people are possessed.
They must be Mandami. They must have voted for Mandami. That's probably what they have supported.
They're just possessed, man. Everybody's programmed and possessed, man. It's circus. Give them circus and bread, and they won't care about what goes on in the world. This is ridiculous.
Right, so
how awful these people were.
Me.
From obstructing sidewalks. Groups of pedestrians utilizing the sidewalk must ensure sufficient space is available for use by other pedestrians. If you offer that sufficient space is available for use by other pedestrians, if you unlawfully obstruct pedestrian traffic or walk in the street or roadway, you are placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct, a violation of New York State penal law. Pedestrians are not permitted to walk in the street or roadway. Pedestrians are also prohibited from obstructing sidewalks. Groups of
I think that's outrageous.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's outrageous. I think that's horrible. I think they had no business doing that. But let's see what the mayor of New York had to say about that behavior.
Men and women of the NYPD for keeping our city safe. The vast majority of New Yorkers celebrated appropriately. There were some who did not. We've said time and again, no matter how excited we are, there's no tolerance for violence, whether towards police officers or anyone else. I appreciate the men and women of the NYPD for keeping our city safe. The vast majority of New Yorkers celebrated appropriately. There were some who did not. We've said time and again, no matter how excited we are, there's no tolerance for violence, whether towards police officers or anyone else.
All right.
Yeah, I
he
don't
was
fall
right
for
about
it.
that. He was
No,
definitely
I go along with what he said. What he said was the truth, Keith.
Yeah.
Put everything else aside. What he said was true.
Yeah, but my question is, Stephen, I wonder how many of those people voted for him. But anyway, that's just
I don't know. New York is just.
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Oh, it has a lot to do.
Him. The point
is,
it
has a lot to do with it.
The point, I think, the point is this, Keith, that type of behavior should not be tolerated. The police officers are there to keep everyone safe. And matter of fact, the police commissioner from San Antonio said after that game, the police commissioner said, when everyone comes to San Antonio, we're going to keep everyone safe, not just San Antonio Spurs celebrants or fans. We're going to keep the New York Knicks fans safe. Everyone deserves to be safe in that type of environment, regardless of their political persuasion, regardless of their persuasion. They deserve to be safe, and so do the police. Yeah. They really deserve to be safe because they're putting their lives on the line.
But this shows the moral breakdown of our nation, of our, these people. You see all these people out in the street, mostly male. Well, probably mostly males. I don't think of any particular race, but mostly males, young. They look like they were anyway, middle age, young to middle age, maybe. But it shows the moral breakdown of our society. And
I think this has happened for a long time, Keith. This is not nothing new. And this is not because the mayor of New York might be a socialist or a communist. This is nothing new. This is nothing that he did wrong. This is just people have been doing this for a long time because they're possessed by whatever's going through them at the time. Nobody should act like this. Everybody should just get in their cars or trains or buses and go home. Nobody needs to be doing this. And I don't fault the mayor. And what the mayor said was right. We can not like some of the things he does or his policies and stuff, but he was 100% correct in what he said at face value.
Of course he is. He was right with what he said. I mean, he knows how to say the right thing.
But he didn't make any of this happen. His policies didn't make these people act like this. These are these people just acting crazy because a lot of people are acting crazy.
Yeah. And that's been going on for years already.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's still the breakdown of morality. It doesn't have to be his fault, but I'm just saying morality is that's our education.
Yeah, but you wanted to blame him, man. And you wanted to say, I don't believe. You know what I mean? We got to put that aside and look at things on face value. On face value, he was correct.
I still don't like him. But anyway,
I know because everything you've heard, you're not supposed to like him. Everything you've been told is to not like him. You got to think for yourself for a minute. A lot of stuff he does is try to help people. I don't know, man.
All right. Well, congratulations to the New York Knicks on winning the championship, first time in over 50 years. Too bad it wasn't Philadelphia 76ers. I've got to move on.
Right.
I was impressed.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year. Maybe next year.
we looking
Wow.
What are
I
we
just
looking
loved,
Let's move to FIFA World.
I just loved everything they had on.
What are we looking? What are we looking at?
Were they from Africa?
They're from the Congo,
Okay.
Oh,
DR Congo. I think it's, let me make sure what that stands for. The Democratic Republic of the Congo in Africa. They
Right.
had to, there's an Ebola breakout right now there, and they had to quarantine for a while before they could even come here. But once they came here, they looked incredible. Did you see their suits they had on and their bags?
Yeah.
And like a some sort of animal skin
Like
going
a cheetah, like a cheetah.
Yeah, I mean, even the coaches, the players, they all had that. I mean, I think about when the Eagles or the Washington Commanders get on the plane, they have on anything. In the middle of the winter, they have on shorts, they
Yeah.
have pajamas, they have on anything. These guys had on suits. They looked incredibly professional.
Yeah, it was really cool. Really cool look.
So, Keith, you're saying you didn't know
what
what
kind
that
of team
was?
was it?
Soccer.
What kind of team? Soccer?
Gosh,
Oh, okay.
you missed everything. The Democratic Republic of Congo. You missed that, Keith?
No, I couldn't really tell. I didn't know exactly what that was. I just saw the men walking in. I didn't know exactly what team because they didn't have any kind of team. You know how they have logos and all that stuff.
Right.
I saw a soccer ball, but that was it.
Yeah, when you see like animals print, like stuff on them, that's a good indication it might be from Africa. Like,
Oh yeah, that I already assumed.
yeah,
I knew
right.
that, but
Okay.
I didn't know what sport team. I couldn't tell what it was because they
But you saw the soccer
I
ball,
watched this over and over again. I loved it.
right?
See, look, there's the logo.
Congo.
I don't see any kind of logo, team logo. They look a little old for soccer club.
I mean, irregardless of whether or not they win or not, and I don't think they've won a game so far. The point is, they came in proud and with some sort of sense of professionalism with who they are, where they come from, who they're representing, and what they came here to do.
All right.
With pride.
With pride.
Yeah,
I thought that
they
was
look like confidence, pride and confidence. Yep.
pride and confidence.
Yeah, I got Portugal or Spain winning it all. By the way, hopefully, the United States can do something. But
yeah, we beat Paraguay. I think Paraguay, right?
yeah,
I was
we
hoping,
could have beat
know,
them.
our resident soccer person is a Guna, and I was hoping he was on tonight to talk about how things are settling in. But maybe he will be on next week to talk about where we are with United States and other teams.
Yeah, he's probably there watching or coaching or doing something. He's involved with it somehow, I'm sure. That's why he couldn't be here.
Soccer in the United States? How popular is compared to football and all those other?
I don't think it is as popular.
It's very, very popular because we have so many people from so many other countries here. And that makes it a lot more popular than it used to be.
Yeah, and it's not as popular. I think what Keith was saying, is it the type of sport that, like the NBA and the NFL, where you're going to get that type of crowd to watch the matches?
There's going to be billions of people watching.
Wow.
No, in the United States, I don't think so.
Oh no, I'm talking about around the world. There's going to be billions of people. In the United States has got a very healthy relationship with soccer now that we didn't have 10 years ago. And if our team can do well, we're ranked 13th right now. If we can do well and win some matches, I mean, the sky's the limit. We just need to win more. And if we can do that and be more competitive, it'll get more people excited. But I know a lot of people that are from other countries, and all they talk about is soccer. They don't talk about anything but soccer.
So this is the official song for FIFA. Let me, sorry, where was it? Oh, here we go. Let me play it.
Is something that I'm so proud. It's one of my proudest moments in my career. It's called Steer Steer, which is a Moroccan football chant, which means go, go. And all the fans in the stadium, when the football teams are playing, they would say that. They'd be like, Steer, Steer. So when I heard this chant in the football stadium in Rabat in January during AFCON, I was enamored by it. And I was like, what is going on? I wanna use this as an inspiration to create a football track. So we did just that. It's an English song, but of course it has a touch of Morocco. It has a touch of Middle East. I would say our music video is probably the best music video from all the World Cup songs this year, hands down. So I can't wait until you see it. And, you know, my whole team, me, my producer, everybody really worked from their heart to put this song together. So if you hear the song or if you see this video and you feel it, it's because we worked on it from our soul.
All right. So at the end, we will play that at the end of the show so everybody can get its, you know, a sense of what that song is. And then you can remember her saying that. But right now, I'm going to move into something else that happened at the White House that was sports related.
Historic first, President Trump hosted a UFC cage fight at the White House last night. The event marked the 250th anniversary of America and the president's 80th birthday. The South Lawn was filled with thousands of guests, including top administration officials and members of the military. CBS News senior White House correspondent Weijia Zhang was there cage side as well. Weijia, good morning. How were the fights?
Good morning, Errol, and good morning to everybody. While it was certainly a surreal sight to see in person, this was the first professional sporting event ever hosted at the White House, and the grounds were completely transformed. And Errol, I know we use this word a lot, but it was unprecedented. Thousands of people watched the fights from the cage, including from alongside the cage, including many members of the armed forces. Despite a threat of storms, thousands turned out to watch the UFC fights at the White House. President Trump and UFC President and CEO Dana White kicked off the historic event that started with the national anthem and a joint Air Force and Navy flyover. From the South Lawn of the White House. The fights took place in an 8-sided cage beneath a massive canopy known as the Claw. The president sat in the front row along with other VIPs, including Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg.
How would you describe this to someone who is not here tonight?
I think it feels amazing. We have so many service members here, and we are grateful for the opportunity.
The main card event ended with an exciting match for Trump's birthday as an underdog American Justin Gaethje became the new UFC lightweight champion, earning a handshake from the president himself. Fighter Bo Nickel personally thanked Trump for his support.
I have so much respect for him.
While heavyweight fighter Josh Hokett presented President Trump with a chain after his knockout victory, he used his post-fight interview to insult former First Lady Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
That comment drew quick condemnation, especially from critics of President Trump, and we have reached out to the White House for a comment about them. The event, which cost the UFC $60 million to put on, aired on Paramount Plus, which, like CBS News, is owned by Paramount Skydance. Errol.
A standout event for sure. Weijia Zhang.
That was outrageous. I think the president owes former First Lady Michelle Obama an apology. He needs to condemn that. President Trump needs to say, I condemn that statement. I don't agree with it. It was a horrible thing to say. Todd had told me earlier that that wasn't the first time that that fighter had said that. But I think that's an outrage. Michelle Obama is no longer First Lady. She hasn't been in more than a decade. Why would he even bring her name up? That was outrageous. I mean, outrageous. Keith, do you think that was outrageous? Oh, I'm sorry. You're on. Sorry, Keith. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like that. Whether it's true or not, I know people have been saying that, but that's not something to say publicly in the way that he did. He had nothing to do with Michelle Obama. He should have just left her out of it. I mean, don't even mention her name. He's doing an event that, that was inappropriate. Let's put it that way.
I can't believe you said that, Keith. And I'm sure Todd would be shocked that you say that, because Todd thinks you hate all Black women.
Oh, no. No. Keith is logical. Keith is reasonable.
I'm a decent man. What are you guys talking about?
He's a decent man. He's a decent man.
That was very, very uncalled for. I just don't. And I wouldn't blame Trump for it, but I mean, that guy should be, everybody should, if they're going to say anything negative, they should say something. He's the one that is responsible for what he said.
He's the one that pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and I know Todd is not going to agree with me, but that's okay.
Yeah, he will. I think he will. I think so. Because but that man, he did it. Can I say something, Stacey? I think it was totally inappropriate. I think it was awful. And you know me, I'm a fighter. If I had won a fight like that in front of, I don't know who saw it, millions of people, 1 billion people, if I'd won a fight, I'd have been crying. I've been thanking everybody that helped me get to that position that I was in, my family, my trainers, everybody else that was involved in it. And I would thank everybody involved. And I would not have any negative thoughts about anybody or try to say something like that. I don't know what's wrong with the guy. But the day before, when he was doing weigh-ins, he acted like he had been drunk the night before. He said he was drunk the night before and acted like he puked on himself and it went down his chest. I don't know if y'all seen it. There's something psychologically really, really wrong with this guy. And I think he should. I'm pretty sure they've already banned him from the UFC because that's not what anybody needs. That was ridiculous. It was awful. It was uncalled for. And I could not believe he did that. That was a horrible thing to do.
Todd agrees with it.
Todd agrees with us.
What do I don't. I don't.
You don't think it was horrible that he said that? Oh, you think it was good that he said that about Michelle? Wow, you think she's a man? You think she has a penis?
Okay, if I could speak without you speaking.
Well, you said you don't agree with us, so you must.
Okay,
you must agree with
never
him.
Mind.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
Are you going to say anything? I don't know.
If I'm able to, but I'm not going to fight to get in here. So what he said was redundant because he said this before about another Black woman. And so, no, he's not going to be banned for saying this because he said the same thing about Griner, Brittany Griner. She's a man. And you all know she and blah, blah, blah. This is what ignorant, white, weak, racist boys do to Black women. They belittle them. Serena Williams got some of the same thing from ignorant, weak, white, racist white men. And so this is what they do to belittle women. Mrs. Obama wasn't at the fight. She hasn't lived in the White House for over 10 years. Why in the world is he bringing her up?
Right.
And so
you agree.
Well, I agree with some of, anyway, when he's signaling to his supporters just where he stands. Like I said, Michelle Obama hasn't been in the White House. She doesn't know him. They're not friends. So why are you talking about a person that you don't even know This is just to signal to his base and Trump's base, we got him.
So, a comment from, I don't know who this is, IW1948 or LW1948 says Keith agrees with it's the idiotic fighter. And
Right.
then the same viewer said, and the soccer team is way too black for Keith.
Well, you know what? The soccer team. There were a few whites on that team, by the way. And
I think they were the coaches.
They were the
Oh, they
coaching.
were? Oh, okay.
I don't
Well,
know.
then they were all black.
Shucks.
I mean, how could I be, how could I be upset about that? I don't understand what that person means. And are they trying to say that I also agreed with the fighter who said what he did? No, I just told you. I don't know. This guy, this person, it must be Nas.
Yeah.
It must be Nas.
I'm looking. I don't see any Caucasian.
Okay, well, they were coaches. I guess
about a handful.
I don't see any. No, I'm looking. Let me share this.
I see what you're saying.
Now
Right.
there are coaches.
They're just
that
coaches.
are- so see that
Okay.
Yeah.
Lionel, and he's very popular in Passy, I think. See these players?
Yeah.
Well, let's wish them the best. We'll see what happens. 28, 32. I guess
I don't see anyone who is Caucasian.
Okay. I thought those white guys that were with him must have been.
Yeah, they were
I think they're
coaches
the coaching staff.
and water boys.
Okay. You got it, Todd. They got white coach. Well, at least they're not racist. That's good. They don't have to deal with that.
So let me share my screen as we look at the primaries to watch for today.
Racked up a winning record when it comes to endorsed candidates who've moved on to the general election this year. Among others, knocking two high-profile lawmakers and Trump critics out of their seats, Louisiana Senator Bill Cassidy and Representative Thomas Massie.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, today voters will head to the polls in Georgia, where there's a fierce competition to take on sitting Democratic Senator John Ossoff in November. Republicans are hoping to flip his seat as the only Democratic senator up for re-election in a state that Trump won in 2024. Now, Trump announced a last-minute endorsement of Congressman Mike Collins over the weekend. Collins is facing former football coach Derek Dooley. And there's a tough contest in the governor's race in the Peach State as the sitting governor, Brian Kemp, is term limited. Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones has Trump's endorsement and is facing a political outsider, billionaire businessman Rick Jackson, who spent a whopping $93 million of his own money in the race. Over to Alabama in a contest to replace GOP Senator Tommy Tuberville, who's running for governor there. That's between Trump-endorsed Congressman Barry Moore, who supported Mr. Trump back in 2015, and former Navy SEAL and political newcomer Jared Hudson. The Democrats face a tough general election in this ruby red state, so this contest could be decisive. Also today, voters in Oklahoma will go to the polls to replace former Senator, now Department of Homeland Security Secretary Mark Wayne Mullen. In a state where Trump won in 2024 by 34 points, 5 candidates are running on the GOP side, with the Trump-endorsed Representative Kevin Hern, who's far outraised his opponents, having a good shot at grabbing the nomination. Willie?
We're talking primary season here, looking ahead to the fall. Do we have a sense for where voters are thinking they want Congress to be controlled?
It doesn't tell the whole story, Willie, but our NBC News poll found that 49% of registered voters prefer to see Democrats control Congress following November's midterms, compared to 44% who prefer Republican control. And that hasn't swayed much in recent months. A similar poll back in March found Democrats with a 6-point lead as both parties fight for control of Congress. Willie?
Long way to November. Ryan, thanks so much.
I got a question. The Navy SEAL guy, Stephen, which one was he, Democrat or Republican?
That I do not know.
I think he was Democrat, or he could have been Republican. because this is a primary, so he could have been Republican.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just surprised. A Navy SEALs guy who was a Democrat. That really impresses me because, I don't know how you could be a Democrat, with Democrat ideas and be a Navy SEAL. I don't know.
What ideas are they, crackpot?
Well, the democratic ideas of today are very socialist. They're socialist.
What does that mean in English?
In English, that means they want bigger government, they want more government, and they want government
bigger
control.
Government? No, you want bigger government, Keith, because you want government in people's bedrooms.
No.
You want government to...
So, wait, this is U.S. Rep. Barry Moore faces former Navy SEAL Jared Hudson for the Republican nomination.
Oh, okay.
To advance to November's general election in Alabama. And this is according to PBS WHYY.
So he's a Democrat, right?
No, it says...
No, he's Republican.
Republican primary.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, then that
Tuberville's been there forever. Does his Navy SEAL have a chance, Stacey? Do you know?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's good.
Tuberville has it. He probably has it locked up. I don't know any of this.
Tuberville, wait, first off, this is for Tuberville's Senate seat. Tuberville is running for governor.
Okay.
So he left the Senate seat, and he's running for his Senate seat, the Navy SEAL and someone else.
Oh, I got you now.
Tuberville's running for governor, so he's not opposing any of these people.
I got you. Did he take anybody that he supports? Does he support any one of them? Do you know?
Who? Tuberville? President Trump supports the other person. I don't know who Tuberville supports, but President Trump.
So Trump supports the guy that's non-military.
Yes, Trump does not support the military member.
Then I'll go with the military member, I guess.
What? So you're voting Republican, Stephen?
Oh no, I don't live there. I'm just saying I'm rooting.
Why would you root for a Republican? You're such a flip-flopper, Stephen. I can't even deal with you.
That's just for the primary. They're not going against a Democrat. It's a primary.
Stephen, it doesn't matter. I don't care. And this is the thing about Republicans.
I'm not a Republican. I'm an independent.
Oh, sure you're not.
I'm an independent.
Okay.
I have voted for both sides.
This is what...
Have you? Have you ever voted for a Republican? No. I am an independent. I will vote for the best people that I think.
You thought you were okay at the time when I thought you.
I voted for Abigail Spanberger in 2018 in Virginia.
So anyway, what I was trying to say was, if people are that dumb, if they're that dumb that they would vote Republicans back in, they deserve everything they get. This is
not about voting Republicans back in. It's a
This is what I said to Stephen when he voted for Donald Trump, thinking he's great. He's going to bring us all together, Todd. He's for everybody, and on and on and on and on.
What would Harris have done? What would Harris have done? He wouldn't have been any good either. We can't get good candidates.
Oh my gosh!
We can't get good candidates.
Trump is not what he's claiming to be. And Stephen said that at first. He said, he's calling you stupid.
What was Harris? What was Harris? She was an awful candidate. Did you vote for Harris and Waltz?
You've been brainwashed.
Did you vote for Harris and Waltz? They were horrible.
She was the most qualified president.
He was not qualified for anything.
The most qualified person that ever ran for the presidency.
Harris?
But you're
Harris
so
was?
dumb and
Harris?
brainwashed, you don't even read. Read up and then talk to me. This is how you did before.
What do I have to read?
The
comics? Do I have to read the comics on Sunday?
She was the most qualified.
She was not
than anybody who's
She's not even qualified to be a bartender.
Of course you would
You know
say
what
that.
is interesting,
Because
Stephen?
you're
You
so
always
dumb
say
and
that.
ignorant.
Wait. Stephen always says that about Black women. When Todd, your sister, who is a medical doctor in a U.S. medical school, board certified, one of the few African American female pathologists in the country, he says she was a quack.
She was a quack, and she's still a quack because she believes that she believes what they tell her. And it ain't got nothing to do with her being a woman or a Black person. It's because she's a person who is wrong.
But you haven't said that about any white male.
I said it about Donald Trump 1,000 times. If you would listen, I believe he's white.
No, you said
he's
Donald
not white.
Trump
He's orange. You're right, Todd. You corrected me.
Donald
He's
Trump
orange.
is a godsend. You love Donald, then you hate Donald Trump, then you love
Donald Trump stabbed me in my back. Donald Trump stabbed me in my back, so I don't have any loyalty to him anymore. I don't. If he was Black, then y'all would say you hate him because he's Black, like you did Obama.
No,
you don't ever stop. You don't ever change. I am consistent. You people are not. All you do is look for people. Oh, you hate them because they're Black. No, I don't like Donald Trump. I don't care what color he is.
You did. You loved him before.
All right, wait a minute. Stop talking, please. I want the comment from the viewer just now. Keith said whether it's true or not, and then the viewer said yes, and then they said, Keith, you just said whether it's true or not about Michelle Obama. So I guess they're saying you're questioning whether Michelle Obama is a man as well. And Keith,
No, I didn't question it. I said that other people have said that, whether it's true or not. I said whether it's true or not, and I don't know, and I don't care whether it's true or not. You know, that was an inappropriate statement by that fighter. That's what I said.
Keith, you haven't said, now that I think about it too, you haven't said anything positive about any Black woman on this show.
No, and he never will because he hates.
Well, how about okay?
That was an inappropriate comment he just made. Whether it's true or not, that's inappropriate. You have to say that is absolutely not true and inappropriate.
A black woman married me, and 35 years of marriage to the same black woman.
I got to get out of here.
We are doing fine.
Oh,
I love
please.
Her.
You don't know what's true or not, Todd. We don't know if she's a man or a woman.
All right. Welcome to Sporlitiks, where sports and politics mix and mingle since 2011. Reverend Pressure.
Before Reverend Pressure says something, Stephen, that's rotten to say about Keith's wife. She's not a man. She's a woman.
I don't know if his wife is a man or a woman. And I don't know if Michelle's a man or a woman. All they can do is drop their drawers and prove it.
Well, Keith, how do you like that? Is she going to do it or not?
I guarantee you my wife is Oh, brother, I tell you. You guys ought to know me by now. You know I wouldn't marry a man, so I don't see how you guys can say
Tell
that.
me anything. I'm naive.
All right, we're out of time.
World leaders now say a peace deal is in place to end the war with Iran. This comes more than 3 months since the fighting began back in February. ABC 7's John Garcia is here tonight with what we're learning about the deal. John.
Karen, while it may seem like a big deal, a number of analysts we spoke with tonight say there is still a lot of time between now and Friday when the memorandum of understanding is supposed to be signed. Nevertheless, the markets are already reacting. Stock futures going up, gas prices coming down. Chicagoans filling up their tanks tonight, paying a variety of prices at the pump. Nationwide, the average price per gallon of gas has fallen below $4 a gallon, according to Gas Buddy. We found a couple of stations in the city charging from $4.69 a gallon to $5.49. But those prices expected to drop more if the memorandum of understanding is signed by the end of the week. Nevertheless, President Trump announcing an agreement on social media saying he is authorizing the opening of the Strait of Hormuz immediately.
It's important to emphasize that it's not an actual deal. What we have right now is a memorandum of understanding that won't even be signed until Friday in Geneva, but has been agreed to today so that we could announce it today because it's President Trump's birthday.
Though President Trump says the deal is now complete, the official signing ceremony is set for Friday in Switzerland. Economic analysts say if it does happen, it should have a big impact on helping lower inflation.
60% of it comes from the higher oil prices.
almost every product category in the U.S. has got oil contained or running through it. It's either made with it or it's shipped by it.
Analyst Dan Veroni says he believes if the deal is signed Friday, oil prices will immediately fall precipitously. And food prices will fall also, but at a slower rate. Meantime, some critics point out there has been no agreement regarding nuclear weapons or human rights issues. And Israel and Lebanon are not part of the agreement.
It's unclear, really, whether the war is even over. Just American involvement and the Strait of Hormuz, in a temporary way, have been opened up.
A point of clarification, according to U.S. official, the U.S. naval blockade will not actually be lifted until the agreement this Friday. That means the strait is not immediately open, as President Trump described in his social media post.
Because Trump always lies.
Well, Stephen may disagree with me on this one, but I'll never trust Iran. So
I'll never trust Donald Trump. I'll trust Iran with my soul. I'll trust Iran with my soul. They're the good guys, Pete. I know you don't understand.
They've broken every agreement.
They have not broken any agreement. It's always been Israel that breaks the agreements. It hasn't been Iran. That's a lie that Fox News tells you. It's always Israel.
Okay, thank you. Reverend Pressure, your comments on whether or not this is going to be the end to this conflict between the United States and Iran with this memorandum of understanding?
Hello, Nas.
Nas, come on. We need you, man.
Reverend Pressure?
Reverend Pressure.
All right, Cousin Todd, same question to you.
Todd's on mute, I think.
Yeah, I saw a mute on his as well. This agreement is very complicated, which Trump is now finding out, because the Straits of Hormuz were open until Trump went to war and they closed it.
Right.
See, it was open. And so now he's pretending to you people that he's doing a great thing by getting it open again. No, it was open before you started a war with them.
Right.
So you jacked us all up and got gas prices through the roof. And now this deal that he's trying to do is worse than what Obama did, because what Obama did, when they kept complaining about he's giving them pallets of money, he gave them $400 million of their own money, which is what I had to tell Stephen. Now, all of a sudden, he got this epiphany. I kept saying, Stephen, that's their own money. And so, and so now what Donald Trump is giving them is billions of dollars.
Right.
So what are the Republicans going to say now? And this is how stupid the Republicans think you people are, and they're not wrong. You'll find an excuse for them. Now, do you know the difference between $400 million of their own money and Trump giving them billions in reconstruction fees?
Yeah, you made a good point. Good point.
Reconstruction and anyway, to give these people billions of dollars when you complained about Obama, Republicans, this is what I was saying before, they deserve everything they got coming to them because they voted for this nut like Keith and Stephen, and he did everything the opposite. We're going to get out of wars in the Middle East, and we're never going to, and then he took you right to war.
Right.
Yeah, right. You shouldn't have believed him. He's a con artist, dumb. Surprise. Okay. And so, and we know when we're being conned. So that's why we don't vote Republican. Surprise. But you don't. You don't know when you're being conned. People like
you're being conned because you believe that Democrats and Republicans are a different party. They're the same party. They're the same elite that run all of us. And we think that one party's better than the other, but they're not. And that's why you're screwed up.
At least with the Democrats,
I'm free, brother.
You will get health care, dumb.
No, it doesn't. They didn't do anything for health care. The Democrats didn't make our health care better.
Out of time. Keith? Your comment on
Well,
this?
you know,
The
it
Republicans will
doesn't
make
matter.
health care
It doesn't
better
really
with
matter
their
because
ideas.
Republicans and Democrats did not
it
make our
doesn't
health care better.
it doesn't really matter because no matter what Trump does, these guys they're going to hate
That's
him
not
anyway.
true, Pete.
So
That's not
it doesn't
true.
matter. It doesn't really matter what he does. So that's why I say that any good that he does, there are certain people who will not see it as good. They'll see it the opposite way. Just like when Stephen said that he started the war up again. Well,
He did.
they fired rockets. They fired rockets. They shot at Americans. So
Who?
there you go.
Who?
It's all in self-defense.
Who
Again,
shot at Americans?
the
Okay, we're out of
Iran.
time. We're out of time. Thank you to our first responders and our communities. You make our lives livable. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the women and men of the U.S. military for all that you do in sacrificing your lives so that we are free to say whatever we choose to say on this show. We are forever indebted. On behalf of Keith, the constitutional conservative, Stephen, the independent thinker, and my cousin Todd. Aguna was unable to join us. We didn't get Reverend Pressure in here, and it's Aguna's birthday this week. Happy birthday, Aguna.
Damn, he must be 50 something by now.
I don't know. And Reverend Pressure, we didn't get you. How come you didn't say anything? I kept trying to get you back on here.
He's scared.
I tried to come in and something happened. I kept getting kicked out. And then when I did get available, I got skipped over. So, I mean, I don't know what y'all want me to do, man.
Well,
I don't work the control board back there.
Dude, you ain't never had a problem running your mouth before. Just run your mouth. We'll shut up.
All right, wait a minute. Let me play the outro, and then you can run your mouth.
No music.
Oh, didn't you hear the music was playing?
No.
I heard it.
No.
I hear it.
I hear it.
Go.
Okay, this is what happened last week. And
just touch.
All right, I forgot to say, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Sporlitiks. Please follow us on TikTok at sporlitiks.com. Check us out on Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, X, and Twitch at Sporlitiks. Sporlitiks, where sports and politics mix since 2011. Go ahead, Reverend Pressure. You got it.
Oh, no, I mean, I'm just coming in. I see Todd is, doing his level best, trying to bring some sanity to the situation. But I think we've all figured out, man, that there's some people who can't be reached. They are constantly going to be fooled by politicians. And that's just kind of our lot over here in America, man. It seems like Republican leadership leads to tax cuts for the wealthy, war in the Middle East, inflation at home, and yet people just continue to keep voting for them. So, I mean, at this point, man, I can't give you any advice. I was here on election day, and I told people that all of these things were going to happen. They told me I was incorrect and that he was the savior and he was going to fix everything. And now look at you. Look at you. Both of you. Look at you. Just sorry. So, yeah, man, this is kind of what we deserve as Americans. If we ain't got enough sense not to vote for a clear con man with a fifth grade education, if we ain't got enough sense to see through that, then I guess we're going to see more times like this. So, supposedly, a peace agreement is coming, but I think we've been here 5 times before in the past month. So
38 times.
that's not done yet. So we're going to see. But enjoy paying $5 for gas. Enjoy paying so much for food. And watch his family continue to grift from not only the U.S. Treasury, but crypto deals that haven't been disclosed, using press conferences to manipulate the markets. All of these things you guys voted for. This is your friend. We told you Project 2025 was going to be a problem. You told us he didn't know anything about Project 2025. Well, here we are. So this is what you wanted. So now you need to eat the soup. This is the soup.
Yeah, you know what? You can
Eat
feel
the
it.
whole bowl.
You can feel as grand as you want to, but we're all in the same boat now because of where we are.
And don't forget, all they focused on is Hunter Biden's laptop. Hunter Biden got rich because of his father.
Stephen
And
agrees
what
with
about
you.
Donald Trump's
Nas.
children?
No,
Billions.
Stephen agrees with you.
Yeah,
Stephen agrees with you. So you're being
It's too late, Keith. He's
Yeah,
already
but
got
guess-
your vote in his pocket. You change your mind now? That doesn't help.
Guess what? Guess
That
what? It
needed to
doesn't
happen
matter. It doesn't matter.
around election.
You know.
Oh,
Hey,
it
Reverend.
matters.
Hey,
It
Reverend.
matters.
It doesn't matter who you vote for. They will install who they want. You
Yeah,
know
see,
better
and
than
then,
that.
and then this is the hard part. Once you make a bad decision, then you fall into nihilism where you say nothing matters, neither
No, I'm not
party, all
falling into
parties are
nihilism.
the
I'm
same.
saying
That's
that
not
elections do not matter.
true.
They'll put in who they want.
They do
And they
matter.
knew Donald Trump would be the one who would do everything they wanted. The people who run
This
this
is what
country
they
said
tell
Donald
you.
Trump
If
would do it.
elections didn't matter, they wouldn't spend so much money on them. They
Keeping
wouldn't
you
shape
from-
your
yeah.
opinion through YouTube
Yeah.
and Facebook the way that they
Yeah.
did the past few years, where they
Yeah.
basically puppeteered YouTube into
Yep.
thinking that a con man was actually a revolutionary. And now, hey man, you gotta wear it.
Hey,
brother.
man,
That's what
before
you
the
voted for.
election, on everything that people cared about, it was 80-20 Republican. Before the election, 80% of the public liked what the Republicans were doing against the Democrats. So you can't
Like
put down
what they were
people
doing
for
or
voting
Yes, we
Republican.
can.
We
No, no,
didn't
no,
know
no,
that
no, no,
Donald
no.
Trump would do a
No, no, no.
180
That's
and stab
not
us
how
all
this
in the
works.
back.
We knew.
This
We
is
knew.
No,
and
you
you didn't
did
know.
it.
hold on,
80%,
Hold on,
80% of the
hold on.
country liked what Republicans were doing. They liked what they wanted to do. But
Okay,
Donald Trump
you said that
lied.
twice.
Donald
Hold
Trump
on.
took us to war.
You said that twice. Okay, hold on. So first term, he came in and initiated a situation where we had to bail out the farmers due to his tariff policy. This happened first term. You remember?
First term was COVID. COVID ruined his first term.
Sir, let me finish what I'm saying.
COVID ruined his first term.
First term, Ivanka Trump, his daughter, was able to secure copyrights and all types of deals and trademarks in China,
I
grifting
don't
from the
disagree
treasury.
with you. They are grifters. We agree.
Why don't you let me finish? Okay.
Because
so
I
you
already
can't-
agree with what you're saying. You don't need
So
to say
you
no
can't
more.
say that he did a 180 or this all happened during the second term. This is what
All
it's
of
been
the
from day
politicians
one.
are grifters. All the politicians are
no,
grifters.
no, brother. No,
Yes,
brother.
they
That's
are.
not how it works.
Check. Yeah.
Every other politician we've had in this country has been either stopped by the law from doing things like this or would never try things like this because we were a
You're
country
full of
who
crap,
abided by
man.
the
You're
law.
full of crap.
No, you are. You
All
voted
of
for
the
this, not
senators,
me.
everybody in the
wrong.
House, everybody is grifting. Everybody is ripping people off. That's
Look
what
at
they
this
do.
sad-
But
look at
nobody,
this
I'll give you
sad
this, nobody has
stuffy-
been as open as Donald Trump's family has been. They've been absolutely in the wide open showing people what they're doing because it doesn't matter because they know they're going to eventually defeat us all. They're going to control us all. So that's why it doesn't matter now. They're showing us exactly
Young
what they're
kids
doing.
young kids out there, when something happens that you don't like, don't fall into despair and just say, "Oh, they're all crooked. It's all fixed. It's all
You
rigged."
don't think
fall into
government,
that.
you don't think all of government is crooked? You don't think it's
No.
one bird, two wings,
No.
it's still one bird. You don't believe that? You believe
No,
the
not at all.
Democrat Party is better than the Republican Party? Then you're still a
And
slave.
in this current time, yes.
Yeah, then you're still a slave.
We've had eras where the Republican Party was the better party, and we've had eras where the Democratic Party is the better party, as far as for working class, normal Americans.
That's exactly.
So don't fall
Nobody
into
cares about
despair.
working class, normal Americans. Nobody does.
Well, I seem to remember people on the campaign trail coming up with policies for normal Americans, while the other guy said, "I'm going to do tariffs. I'm going to do tariffs, and it's going to help you. We're going to win so much, you're going to get tired of winning." You remember that? You feel like you're winning? Did that happen?
That was his first term. He said that.
Oh, okay.
He
okay,
also
okay.
said he was going to put
He
Hillary
tricked
in
you.
jail. He never
Right.
did that. He never
Yeah, he
released
tricked
the
you that
Epstein
time, right?
files. He never
Yeah,
released the
right.
Epstein files like he said he was going to do. He turned his back on the people that supported him. And
Turned
Keith,
his back?
I don't think
He
Keith
was
should
never
support him
on
any
your
longer.
side. Do you not get it? He was never your friend.
And
You had one hand in your pocket.
The Democrat Party is not your friend either, brother.
I never
None of them
thought
are
they
your
were.
friend.
A political party is not
still
your
think
friend.
your Democrat
you
Party is
think that
good.
guy's your friend. Oh man,
Hey,
we're not talking
Steve,
about good and
Neither
evil. We're
party is
talking
good.
about
Steven,
competent
We
and
need a third
incompetent.
party.
Stephen and
Oh my God.
I think you
How
guys
about
need
you
to.
sit out the next election cycle because you're not capable of making a quality decision? How
We need
about
a
you
third
two
party.
renounce your right
Two-party
to vote
system
on
will
this
never
show
work in a
and never
country
vote again?
of almost 400 million people. The
You
two-party
guys,
system doesn't work. They keep us
no,
divided.
they
They keep
keep
us
us
divided.
divided.
You still
You're
believe the
not
lie.
sharp enough to understand a charlatan. That's
Right.
just what this is. You guys aren't
Right.
sharp
But
enough to see
you
it.
think Harris was a good candidate? You think
In,
Biden was a good
in
candidate?
comparison to him, yes.
Yeah,
In
and
comparison to other Americans, no. But in comparison to him, yes.
Harris was the most qualified ever in the
That's not
history of
based
the
on what,
presidency.
Todd? Your
Based on her
imagination, your
education,
Based on
unicorn
her
that you
previous
rode in
jobs.
on.
jobs, previous jobs.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This is
how
not difficult.
brainwashed
Yeah.
and how dumb you are.
You
Yeah, this
never
is
heard
tough,
her
man.
speak. You never heard her speak.
Oh my
We
God.
watched a debate where he couldn't frame the policy he had. Matter of fact, he said, "Well, we got the outlines of the plan." So we watched a debate where he clearly lost, and you still decided he was a smart man who was on your side. So at a certain point, man, you could say now that you don't want to, recognize it, but you voted for this guy in 3 election cycles, man.
2 election
3.
cycles. I didn't vote for him the first time because I was a never Trumper for 4 years.
Oh,
I was a never Trumper, but the Democrat Party was so retarded I couldn't go with them.
No, they weren't. They were the better option then.
Yeah, they were. I didn't like anything Obama did, but I was a racist because I didn't like his policies, and that wasn't cool.
Hold on. What policy?
Health care. When I didn't have health care because I chose not to for 20 years not to have health care, I paid everything with cash, but that bastard made me pay a penalty because I didn't have health care. I didn't appreciate that.
No, hold on. Do you think that's a sustainable policy for hundreds of millions of people to say,
No,
I'll
we
just
all
pay out
need
of
health
cash
care, but
and
he
not
didn't
be
provide
insured?
that for us. We all need health care, but he didn't do it, and the Republicans didn't do it.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
He didn't give health care for everybody.
He put a policy on the table that was better
did
than what
not.
we had.
He
Yes, he
played
did.
you like a fool.
What
He
are you
played
talking
you.
about?
He played
Can
you.
you explain yourself, Stephen?
No,
he
he can't.
played
English
you.
and use your words.
Obama
How
played
did
you. All these people are put
played
there
you?
to mess with you.
Oh.
Okay.
We don't have representation.
Hold
I'm
on.
on your side,
Hold
Nas.
on.
The Democrats and the Republicans are not. I'm on your side.
Before the ACA, how many uninsured people do we have in this country?
I have no idea.
Yes, you don't.
And he doesn't either.
After the ACA, how many people do we have insured in this country?
I don't know. Why don't you Google it?
That's all you have to do, Stephen.
I know. I'm just
I
trying to
can't
lead you to
Google it.
water,
I'm
buddy.
on my phone.
Okay.
After the show, Google it. You'll see. After
I'll
the show.
Google it. It doesn't make any difference.
And
Democrats and Republicans.
That is a big difference.
It's WWE. They're
Everybody,
both together.
hold on.
Both sides are working against all of us.
Yeah, that's untrue, man. So
It is
everybody
true.
on this
You're
show
still a
has had
slave if you believe one party's better than the next.
A slave?
You're still
What
a
are you
slave. Yeah,
talking
you're a
about?
slave. You're a slave to the system.
Okay,
You're not
so-
awake
so
yet. You're not awake
everybody
yet.
out there, actual human beings who have some understanding, every nation on this earth has a political system. That political system,
But they don't
you know,
have
winner
two
take
parties
all.
for all of us. Nobody has two parties. That's what
What
ruined
are you
this
doing?
country.
What are you
That's
doing right
what's ruined our country. We have two parties that work together against all of us. And that's what you people don't understand. None of these people are for us. None of these people help us. They help Israel. Israel takes all of our money. Israel takes all of our money from the Democrats and Republicans. You don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Okay, got you.
Israel
Stacey,
takes all of their
Stacey.
money, and we fight all of these wars for Israel.
So now it's just going to continue to do this. Okay, this is why I don't. I'm sorry. This is why I don't have these discussions anymore.
Nas,
It's a waste
you're
of
doing
time.
exactly what Cousin Todd does. You're
It's a
throwing the
waste of
ball and you're
time.
hiding the hand. You came on here with the reunion tour of told you so, as opposed to
I
talking
mean,
about
and why not?
Why did you talk about sports and not talk about politics at all?
Because you guys weren't talking about sports anymore. But Stacey, it's kind of important though when somebody makes an uninformed, terrible decision, and then afterwards they still consider themselves the expert to talk to others. It's like, no, you don't have a voice anymore about politics. Your understanding of politics was exposed this last election cycle. So you should listen and not speak as much anymore. That's all I'm trying to say.
All
You
I'm
were
trying to say
clearly
is
wrong. You were easily misled, and you have a terrible, childish understanding of how the world works. This idea that both parties are the same and everything. No, you have super wealthy on the Dem side and the Repub side. They both have aims and goals of things they want. But how much
stop.
control and power they have
If he's,
is going to be based on
let
the
me
candidate and the administration that is in at the time. We all saw clearly this was a bad choice. We didn't recommend people
fucking
vote
talk.
for it. You wanted him in there. Now we
If he's
have what
going to
we
talk,
have.
Steven,
no.
let me tell you something. First off,
Once again, now
off,
he's going to
Steven,
crash out again.
wait. And
Same
then I
old
give you an
Stephen.
opportunity.
Same
Nas,
old
you
Stephen.
do this. Why do you do this to him?
What do this to him?
Oh boy. Yeah, sorry, Stacey, I didn't make it for the sports time. I came in
Nobody,
late.
Want to make
You
it for
guys
the
were
sports
talking
time.
politics.
nobody can
Sorry.
talk except Steven.
No, I was going to let Nas finish his point. Then I was
Right.
going to let Steven have his
That's
say.
right. That's right. But
Steven got angry. He started cursing, which he knows we don't allow on this show. And then he dismissed. He self-supported.
Stacey, can you drop me and bring me back up? I don't know what's going on. I can't hear you guys.
Oh, wait a minute. He self-deported. Steven self-deported.
You know,
Can you hear us now?
Ah man, still
Steven,
can't hear you guys. Damn.
can't hear
Well,
us?
either way, faces and hear y'all voices, man. Good to see y'all. Glad everybody's doing well despite Keith's terrible voting choices that have all put us all in a precarious situation. And I'm sure Keith's gonna give it the old college try and keep voting for the guy and hoping and wishing that his savior fixes it all in the end. But sorry, man, this is not a movie. There's nobody coming to save you. No cavalry coming, buddy. You gave him your vote, he put it in his pocket, and now he's raiding the treasury. And Keith,
yeah, and he's trying to
please
throw
cover
you
your
back
wife's
to
ears
Africa.
because I don't want to say this to you in front of your wife. So.
My wife can take it. But listen, I don't understand something, Nas. Why is it that Stephen, he doesn't agree with me?
You are the moron I told you you were for 2 years. You are a moron and you caused this. This is your fault. Own it. That's all I'm asking. I just want you guys to own it.
So I'm the moron, but then yet Stephen.
Anyway, good to see y'all, Stacey.
You don't agree with Stephen either.
The patience of Job to be on this show with these low IQ people named Keith and Stephen. I had to use that slur because I think that's Trump's preferred slur as he brings in more South African refugees, but denies the visas and green cards of anybody else, especially someone who is non-white. And you cheer for it as he called the Obamas monkeys in a depiction that was so disgusting for a president to do that even Republicans had to denounce him for it. But you still support him as you watch a raggedy white trash event on the White House lawn. How far we have fallen. My God. That was that was some trailer trash culture we saw on display for the whole world. Hey, but you celebrated, baby. That's your guy. Good job, Keith. I'm sure you'll vote for him again if you could. Anyway, Stacey, Cousin Todd, glad y'all still in the world of the same. Y'all have a good night. It was good to see y'all and talk to y'all. Keith, come on, man. You got to do better, man. Come on, man.
All right. So I don't know what happened with Nas. It seems like he went on a
rant.
He couldn't hear.
Yeah, but he kept going. I don't know if he
because
couldn't hear, or that was, or
he
that was
said
just his excuse
no, he said
to his
I can't hear.
diatribe.
Something dropped and I couldn't hear. But anyway, listen. Thanks for
We
having
heard
me.
him. We heard
Yes.
him.
So you missed the part where he said I
No, I
can't hear
heard
you.
him. I didn't believe him.
Oh, you are so tacky. Good Lord.
Nas is like the typical Democrat socialist who likes to strike and then run. That's what he does. He won't
No,
engage.
when
He sounds just like God.
well,
Yeah.
when you say they're the same, when your boyfriend was saying they're the same, one party says you should have a social net for people who are sick or people who are unable
Or
to
disabled.
or disabled, and so you should have a safety net for them. And that's sensible, rational, intelligent. That way people are not dying on the streets. Before they had Social Security, do you know what would happen to old people when they got older and they couldn't work anymore? They would starve to death. They would
Is
go
that the
to
condition
places
of
like
California? Have you been to
what
Los Angeles?
I don't know what you're saying.
All
Have
right,
you
so we're
been
out of
to
time.
Los
We can't keep going
Angeles?
on and on. It's 9:30. We're a half hour over the time
Have
we
you been
started.
to Los Angeles, Todd?
What difference does that make when I'm telling you the difference between Republicans and Democrats?
No,
We
you
have
talked about
social
a
nets
social
for
net.
people.
You
We're
talked
talking
about a
about
social net for the poor. Los Angeles is full of poor people in the streets, and it's run by
yes,
Democrats.
and
Thank
so
you.
that's why you have
And
Social
so is San
Security.
Francisco.
That's why you have welfare. That's why you have Medicaid. That's why
Is it
you have
working?
Medicare. Of course, it's working.
Oh, really?
Stephen's sister. Anyway, it's
I'll take you on a
working.
tour through
Leave
Skid
People,
my
Row.
sister out of it, Todd.
people who are ill need Medicaid. That's for
Yeah, I'll take
older
you through Skid Row when you
Americans
come out.
and children who are poor. And so
Yeah,
that's the health care
Skid
that
Row.
Donald Trump cut Medicaid.
They're
Did you know
provided
that?
needles.
He cut
Needles and drugs.
Medicaid.
Drugs and
Anyway,
needles are provided in San
isn't
Francisco
that
and in
dumb and
Los
ignorant?
Angeles. And
So
yet they're still out
people
in the
who are
streets.
on Medicaid,
So,
this is how they're paid for when they're in senior citizens' homes. Medicaid pays for that. He cut it. He
no,
cut food stamps.
no. He
Yeah,
took out,
no.
he dealt
Cut
with the
it.
fraud.
He did not.
Not
He
everybody is
cut.
cut.
Oh, you're so dumb and ignorant.
Not everybody's
This is
cut.
why
I get
I
Social
love
Security.
it when people like you talk like that and then they get cut.
Nobody's cut. I
There's
have
people,
Social Security.
there's people like you saying, "Oh, I voted for Donald Trump. I just wanted to see him." There spits.
Nothing has been
And
cut
then he
to
says,
those who are
and then
deserving.
they get thrown
Nothing
out
has
of the
been cut
country.
to those who get it.
All right,
Nothing has
good
been
night.
cut
Thank
to
you.
those
Good night.
who receive it. Thank you.
All right, good night.